Alright guys, if I can quit catching white perch, I might find a crappie. I think, yep, that's my first crappie this evening. I had to work today, guys, and I got home, and like I told y'all many times, I get home, I run out here. I got home at 2 o'clock. So I had a little time today, didn't I? Let me get y'all in where y'all can see. But I'm gonna tell you, the crappie are pre-spawned. They're staging off of the banks now. I was in this cove a week ago, last week, and I caught them up in there. And I come back and there was none. Now they're scattered everywhere and they're moving pretty fast. That's a decent fish. They're moving pretty fast. The problem I'm having of seeding is getting it to them before they move. When I see them and I cast at them, time my bait gets there, they're gone. That's how much they're moving. So this group right here at a stew at were closer to me, and when I brought the bait to him, he rose right up and grabbed it. He read the same book I read. He's supposed to grab that bait, right? Wow. I'm gonna tell you guys, look at that monster for a white perch. I caught one on another video that was a big one. He's probably 11 inches. I thought he was a crappie. Like I say, I'm just throwing, I gotta throw at everything, so I don't know how many of these y'all gonna see. Y'all probably going like, Dennis, what are you doing this video about? Well, let me catch a couple of crappie and I'll talk to you about it. All right, guys, I think I finally hooked a fish. I moved from that other spot, guys. I kept catching white perch. I don't know how many I caught, 5 or 6 white perch. And after I caught that crappie, there's some guys back there in there fishing. I don't think y'all seen them in the clip because I was facing the bank when I took the clip. Anyway, I was talking to them. They was using menace, and they had like 6 rods out and just drifting with the bobber, with the cork, and they had those old red white bobbers on them. And they said they had caught a few crappie, and they've been there most of the day in a white perch. So I kicked around a little bit, and there was more white perch there than it was crappie. And there was so many white perch, I just said, that's it. I'm leaving. He's not a bad one. Now this is Blue Boy and the small bait. And what I told you I was going to say something earlier. The water is got a little bit of a stain to it here, as y'all can see. It's gotten a little bit better, and we're getting rains every week. They're calling for rain again this week, Wednesday night and Thursday. So the water here, dirty's easy, guys, and it stays like this to about, it's usually sometime in June before it ever clears up and gets decent here. And if we get terrible thunderstorms, it can dirty up again. But anyway, I'm using small baits. I'm using all the junior baits today, okay? And I might switch colors a little bit. Got me a little stockpile laid right there. And I went back to Blue Boy because I threw a couple different colors down there, and Blue Boy seemed to be the only color they're paying attention to when I was down there. All right, so, and like I said, the wind got so bad there too coming in. Now you can see it's not bad here because it's a big bank right here. See this huge bank? Look, the house is up there on the hill. Yep, because it's a bank. And I've been here a few times. That's where I come down when it's windy. It's a big turn right here in the lake, and it makes an S-turn. And usually within this S-turn, you can get out of the wind. All right, let's see if we can come up with another one. I see another one out there at 45 feet. And see down there, I wasn't seeing any suspended fish. I was only in 12 to 8 foot of water. It was 8 there when I finally quit. I wasn't seeing any suspended fish. All of them were on the bottom. And I think when you got a bunch of white perch come in like that, and there was a bunch there. I constantly see perch on the live scope. I think that messes up the crappie some too, when it's that many there. I mean, it was bunches of them. So I thought 2 things. I'm gonna get out of the wind, I'm gonna get away from those white perch. So I moved. And that's, you know, that's something I'm gonna add this too, guys. This is not extra. All right. I mentioned the Crappie Connection. I don't know the guys. I don't know anything about them. Never met them. I watched their stuff. They have some good stuff because they have pros in there talking about stuff. And they had a video about that. The last video they had out was when to move and when not to move. It's mistakes that rookies make, okay? That's why I watched it. I figured this rookie might learn something. And that's what they was talking about. When do you move? And I probably stayed there a little too long today because I realized there was a lot of white crappie there. But I went to another place then, after that, where I usually catch some crappie, and there was none there. I kicked around, I didn't see anything in that creek. So I left there, and I came back to here. So sometimes it's, guys, fishing's tough, but fishing's not always easy. Sometimes you've got to work for every bite. Sometimes you can catch a bunch. It's going to get better. We're right here now, we're in pre-spawn. Some of them are starting to move back in the coves. They're going to start moving on cover. The water's 57 degrees. It ain't going to be long. That water gets up in the low 60s here, they're going to move to cover. All right, guys, I was toying with the crappie as I was talking to y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed that. You see me, I was casting that one. When I finally threw back, I threw it in 4 or 5 times now. I said that when I said sometimes it ain't easy. It's not easy. Sometimes you can throw and throw and throw at them. What are you doing, boy? You can throw and throw and throw at them. They pay no attention to you. All right. And that's what this crappie was. He was paying no attention to me. All right, guys, we're getting a little tracker coming through here, shaking us up a little bit in it. And finally, I came by him at that time, and he rolled right up and grabbed it. He's no monster. He's probably 10 and a half. All right, guys. I threw it one out in open water, and he wasn't paying attention to me. And I seen this one underneath of him. This one was on the bottom, and I just let it drop. And when I got down there close to him, he rolled up and nailed it. He ain't very big, is he? He's probably lucky if he's 6 inches. But that's on sunshine. Now, I've told y'all that, you know, y'all hear me say this all the time. If you're fishing stain water, you know, clear water, and I said sunshine is good in light stain water. And this water, y'all can see it's pretty. I can see my bait down there, about a foot. It's all far I can see my bait, and he hit that. Sunshine will work in stain water. Blue boy, that's Wobblestone blue boy. Blue boy is good in clear and stain water. Here's a fish I hit 45 feet over here. I got to turn the boat around. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking around, and when I spot him, I go set up on and cast at him. Oh, now, said you got your live scope. Are you doing that? Are you hunting open water? Or are you just fishing structure? There's 3 of them here together. I need to call you one night. Said and I have talked a couple times. He got a live scope. I'd like to see how it's working for him. This is what I like to do. The live scope is throw fish in open water. Also, it makes it nice when you're looking for fish. You can check boat docks and stuff out, and if you don't see any fish, you go on. You don't have to cast there and fish for 10-15 minutes. Go, well, ain't none here. You look underneath of them and go on. All right, I'm coming past them now. I'm leaning forward so y'all can see the fish, or maybe they haven't paid a bit of attention to me. None of them. All right. All right, one of them just did. One of them seen it. He moved. He's like, not all of them bite, guys. That's the thing you can learn from live scope too. A lot of them are like, no, I don't think I want anything to do with it. Now he's just following it. They're right there now. See the 3 of them? It's getting hard to see, but my bait's right there. And one of them paid attention to us. Now look at him. He's like, I don't know about that thing. Yeah, usually once they get that close, see, they're 10 foot out. No, less than that now. They're 5 foot under the boat. Once they're like that, they're hard to catch, guys. Like I said, I started throwing at them at 40 feet and they was coming toward me. I don't like them close to the boat. 35 feet's up. All right, guys, I can't believe I even caught this crappie. There was 4 of them way out there. And that's why I like them way out there. Like I say, he was about 45 feet. And I didn't see my bait. I just kept reeling. I thought, gosh, I gotta be about the right depth. Don't get out of trolling motor. I gotta be about the right depth. So I just kept reeling. And then when I got about 6 or 8 feet from him, I see my bait flicker one time. I said, yeah, my bait's are close to him. Then I seen this fish take off. I said, yep, he's got it, and I felt the thump. There you go. Bam. All right, guys. This color is not going to be for sale. I know somebody's going to say something. I'm making the tail colors. Y'all know that. Right now, I've got 6 colors made up. Stock made up in 6 colors. Okay? What do y'all think? Sun in your eyes? That's a nice fish, guys. I don't know if he's 12 inches, but he should be. He's right at it, in other words. He's 11 and a half, something like that. Pushing 12 inches, what I mean. What do you think of that one? Yeah, this is neon green with sunshine tail. I hadn't thought about selling them. Again, sometimes I get in the shop at the end of the day and I'm making baits. I'm going like, I got a little bit of neon left over. Let's see. I got a little sunshine left over. I got enough to shoot them over one time. Let's just shoot some sunshine in it, cut the tails off. Let's shoot the neon in it. I've got colors y'all have never seen yet that I fish with, this Triton. And be honest with you, that's the first fish I've ever thrown that color at. I just put it on. That's the first fish before I made that cast. All right, guys. I had one follow me to the boat, and I messed him. He hit it. He hit it close to the boat, and he 10 feet out, and I messed him. I looked over, here's one at 30 feet. I threw at this one 30, 35 feet. He hit it the first cast. As soon as it came past him, he rolled up and grabbed it. So that's the ones that you want. They're aggressive. Some of them are nipping at it. I think that's why I'm messing them. I've messed about 6 or 8 today, and I think that's what it is. They're just nipping it. This fish nailed it. I'll tell you what, this neon color, I'm going to have them. I'm going to have the tadpole and the stinger in this neon. I hadn't thought about making a Tweety bird in it, and I definitely haven't thought about putting this tail on it. This tail was just for me to play with. the chartreuse tail. Hunting for my tool here, guys. Some of y'all probably haven't seen this. Right. Ouch! This is a Mr. Crappie tool. You take and get it like that, and you grab that jig head by the head. Look at there. See? It slides right in that groove right here. Takes it right out. Dave from Oregon sent that to me. There you go, guys. That's a nice fish. Like I said, I'm not catching those. I've caught some 15s. I caught a 16. I haven't caught those 2-pounders this year. All right, guys. Found one. That's been a while. I done threw at a bunch. I done threw at probably 15 that paid no attention to me, followed me a little ways. Like I said, they're not all easy to catch. That's something else you learn from live scope. That you're not gonna catch them all. All right. You catch the ones that want to bite, that are a little bit aggressive. I got it. Gonna grab my Mr. Crappie tool. All right, then switch colors on y'all. They're all about the same size. He's probably 11 inches. I've seen a couple bigger ones. I've toyed with the bigger one for probably 10 minutes. This is Wipeout with the blue tail. Yep. I don't think y'all have seen that one yet. I said I made 19 colors, guys. I made 19 combo colors. In the I call them tail colors, okay? Because the tails are blue or chartreuse or pink. And I flipped the colors. I've done some. I got the best one I've used has been blue. What the blue is azure. Is azure body and chartreuse tail. Somebody had a comment on site today. I should flip the colors. I done did that. I said, yeah, that sounds good. You know, then they'll come along and go like, told you that worked. Well, I done did that, guys. I made 19 combos, so I cover it. But any color on my site I got 28 colors on there. But any color on there you can imagine flipping around, I've done it. Y'all just ain't seen them all yet. I've got a great big plastic bag full of them, guys. So y'all will see some of them as you go along. The ones that I catch fish with, you're going to see. The ones that don't work for me, you're not going to see. I mean, if I couldn't throw it, I have threw a couple different colors today. There's a couple colors I've done nothing on. I can't get the fish paying attention to them. Pink is not great here. I have the chill color. I think it's a beautiful bait with a pink tail. I've got it on that rod lane right there, and I might throw it here again in a minute. I've thrown it a few times. Today, the easiest color today, I think the fish grabbed the fastest. Okay, when I brought it past the fish, is the neon with a chartreuse tail and blue boy. The blue boy tadpole junior, boy, they liked it. All right, guys, I think this is the closest one I've caught to the boat, but I wasn't running the trolling motor. I seen them coming at me. There's 3 of them coming at me, and they was coming straight for the boat. I just threw out there about 20, 25 feet, and when it sunk down, I had to reel a little bit to catch up with them. They done got closer, and when it got close to them, this one here just turned around and grabbed it, like, it's mine. He ain't very big though, but it's a fish. He's probably 8 7/8. Bam. Bam, another small one, guys. It's off that stump I cut one off of earlier. I turned around and came back to it. I'll show it to you. Let me stick. I think it's a stump. See there? See those fish? They're on something there, right? Stump, a piece of rock. It's something right there. They're 35 feet. Again, I don't get close to them. 35, 40 feet is close enough. All right, guys, still casting at that stump. Boat's moved a little bit because the wind's positioned me different, but it's right there. So I can't even see it on my depth finder now because the boat, it's enough wind to keep pushing the boat around. That's what's tough with the live scope too, guys. I was facing this way. You all see back in this cove, that's what I was facing straight out when I started. But the wind's just shuffling me around. I moved my handle, so that's, right there it is. See, now I'm 35 feet. I was 45 feet when I started, but. All right, guys, still on that stump. I told you, when I caught the first one and I went back in the back of the cove and I caught a bass and another crappie and I come back out, so I'll stop coming back out because I'll be facing the wind. So I can sit there and clean that stump out with that little junior bait. That's the great thing about these junior baits, guys. They'll catch fish of all sizes. I've caught 15-inch crappie on them. But you can take, if you get in a school small ones like that and you're a big kid, or you taking your kids or your grandkids, this is a good size bait to use. Size 6 hook. That's a size 6 jig hook. That's the same old jig hook I've been using as a jig. Y'all see it's all skin up? I done made a bunch of videos with that same jig. I've retied it, that's all I've done. All right, guys. I haven't moved from the bass. Still sitting in the same spot. Or kicking along in the same spot. I was kicking along slow with my trolling mud. I probably moved 30 feet. All right, I'm gonna pick you up now, you're on the boat. That's not a bad fish, guys. All right, guys, it's getting late. I think I was looking for a big fish to end with, but I think I'm gonna have to end with this one. I got some things I need to do to see, and I got baits to bag, and somebody asked me that the other day. I bagged last night 30-some bags. There it went. The little tool's handy. I did sharpen my hook with the Hollow Ghost. Got a hook. It's got a texture on the outside of it, and it's got a groove in it. And I took and touched my hook up a little bit. He's probably 9 1/4, something like that. He's a small one. Like I say, he'll be a nice one next year. That's good to see. You got a lake, guys, who're catching a lot of 8, 9 inchers. That means next year you're gonna have some 10s and 12s, right? So you need to throw some of those back, you know? All right, guys, I'm probably gonna end it right there. I might kick around here a couple more minutes, but I'm not seeing as many fish as I was seeing. You know, I don't know if they're moving to the bottom or if they're moving on back in this cove, but in this video, I can tell you, this video wasn't about the spawn and what's happening. I made a video about that last week, and I was right in here when I made it. This is the main channel, this creek channel, and they're coming off this channel, and they're gonna go back in this cove. That's why I caught right at the mouth of the cove, and they'll spawn in this cove. I've caught them many times in this cove off the docks and off the trees in the water. That's what they're gonna do. But I'm just fishing with the junior baits, okay? Oh, here's a couple fish right here, way out there, 55 feet. Let's see if I barely can reach them. But that fish, when that bait got close to him, he nailed it. So they like this plumb crazy. The #1 selling color on the site, guys, is Blue Boy. And then in the bug and the cricket is Wipeout and Brim. But I'm gonna tell you, all the colors catch fish. I don't have a color on the site that I would consider they didn't catch fish. Y'all have seen that. I've made videos with all of them. If you got a little stain in the water, this plumb crazy is good. But the video is about just fishing the junior baits, okay? All the baits I fished with today have been the junior tadpole and the junior stinger. All right? Appreciate y'all, guys. Fishing Lake Country. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The giveaways are on Sundays. I make a video on Thursday nights. Or Wednesday nights, I'm sorry. I load another video on Wednesday if I got them. If I got the extra videos, I'll load one on Wednesday and one on Friday. Just fun videos. Thursday, I load a video who won. Okay? Appreciate y'all, guys. See you next time.